Hey, this is Timmara signing on with Devil May Cry 2. Okay, now, continuing my Devil May Cry kick, I just recently did a long play, or an impromptu long play of the first game, and I go, why don't I continue that trend and play the second one? We're just going down the line here. So, yeah, we'll get into it. So, Devil May Cry 2, released 2 years later after the first game. The first game, you know, cult hit, did really well, established a new series for Capcom, mixing in Resident Evil style, like, exploration with more action-heavy combats more action-heavy combat sequences that would then inspire, like, you know, series going forward. And then Devil May Cry 2, one of the most infamous sequels, in a sense. Is there any options to change? No, never mind. Okay, Devil May Cry 2, handled by a different team, not Little Devils, I can't remember the exact team, but a different team that weren't experienced with this type of game. And the reception was mixed at the time and is, like, mostly negative now. And for understandable reasons, but we'll get into it as we go. Now, I've been playing this a little bit. Oddly, this is kind of the one I've been most interested to come back to on my little, like, replay, because it's... We'll get into it. This is our new game. So we're just going to jump right into it. So yeah, sorry for the preamble, but we're going here. And I think I'm going to do what I did with Devil May Cry 1. It's like, this game should be pretty short enough, and I'm not going to be as self-conscious as I was playing Devil May Cry 1. So I think we can just, like, mainline this and crash through it pretty quick. Statue of Mundus.
Humanity's hope lived in a demon named Sparda. With a spirit unlike any other, and wielding the sword that bore his own name, Sparda eradicated the demons.
Bird!
And now, the legend of Sparda has been inherited by his son. A demon slayer, Dante.
Heyo. Hi there. I had nowhere to go with that. How'd you not hear its flapping wings right behind your head?
You called?
Till next time, son of Sparda.
That voice... Okay, hold on. I'm gonna have to look at the cast list already. That voice sounds familiar. Like, that one line, Sorry, I'm checking something. Okay, no. Only, for some reason, I'm like, I don't remember her name. Is that the voice of Sypha from, Netflix Castlevania? No, Francois Growski? Sorry, don't know how to pronounce the name. But voicing Lucia. Ooh. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, getting into it. Toward the north, the hunter of dark blood will realize his destiny. Guidepost for the Hunters, Chapter 1, Clause 3. Alright, we're getting into it. Devil May Cry 2 is a weird one in terms of, like, its place in continuity, in terms of its presentation, and in its gameplay. It's an odd duck in, like, every metric. That didn't even hurt. Superhero landing. Alright, so we're getting into it. So I've been replaying like the first couple of levels over and over again, not perfecting them, just like getting to grips with the gameplay. Because again, Devil May Cry 2 is interesting. So yeah, we got a dedicated dodge button. We got our sword attacks. This is actually, I'm now realizing, it's like, oh yeah, this is the first game where Dante's main weapon is the Rebellion. I mean, in release. Woo. There's stuff hidden around here. And yeah, like, honestly, look at him. Well, we'll get into it. But yeah, dedicated dodge button. And like, so, like with Devil May Cry 1, like, I've been watching the channel Waifu Runs. And so, like, learning tips and tricks about, like, speed running, and mainly just learning, like, overall, like, mechanics about how the games work or hidden details. And Devil May Cry 2 has a lot of interesting gameplay nuances that make the gameplay different, but we'll get into that. What, dog? Come on. You just went out. Right when I'm starting here, you can sit and wait. Okay. So yeah, the gameplay is very different this time around as... No, there we go. Did we get them? Okay, that was pretty okay. Yeah, the combat works a little bit differently here, where, like, it's actually, like, a very strict counter. And so, like, yeah, it's, like, where to begin talking about this game, especially now that I'm trying to, like, you know, just focus and, like, get acclimated. Because, like, no, don't go away. These first freaking birds are so annoying. Well, it's like how Dante does his combos is very different. So instead of like the pause system like in the first game, this time what Dante does, like, because in the first game, what you could do is like pause your attacks and like make interruptions to do different combos and such. But in this game, it doesn't really work like that, because instead of you know, making different combos by pausing, you make different combos by moving the directional stick in different directions at different times during the combo. It is interesting, but it also is not the most responsive or like transparent combat system. But I do like, you know, I like Dante's movement in this actually quite a bit. Like, I like that he has the air hike, like, right away. You know, that dedicated dodge button is great. Okay, only 2. Yeah, and you know, these weird mechanics also change how this, how you're scored while you play, but we'll get to that. Damn it. Yeah, and because of how it's scored, like, whoop. Yeah, while he's like, I like, more? Shoot. Well, I've already messed up my, you know, rankings for sure, but that was kind of expected. There we go. So yeah, the gameplay is very interesting, just to say the least, and I think I'm starting to get to the hang of, like, what they actually want you to do. Because they want, in, like, this game, okay, like, you know, the style rating also is calculated in a very strange way. I don't know. There's a lot of interesting things, and, like, I've learned some stuff from Waifu Runs, things I won't be able to implement, like orb manipulation, which we're not really going to talk about that much. But then again, there's time. There's plenty of Let's Play to go. Gold Orb, a crystal generated by immortals with the power of resurrection. Okay. Because how you keep your score going in this game like, by using special finishing moves, like the Stinger, or like the, what was it, the Upward Swing, whatever, damn it, is called, you get additional orbs and, like, bonuses to your score. And what's really important to keep your score going is to constantly be firing your guns or dodging into attacks. Or, you know, dodging into enemies. Yeah, it's kind of awkward. But, like, it's interesting. Like, if you, like, you know... hold on. Nope. Damn. Oh, wait, no. That I got everybody. Okay. Like, it's interesting, just sort of like, you know... It's very tight, it is very unforgiving, but, like, how the game works on its style system... Again, there's more time to mess with it. Hold on. Statue of the god that is controlling time. You can gain power by offering the red orbs. Yeah, hold on. Dog wants to go out, even though I just asked you before I started recording. Hold on. Okay, back. Sorry, continuing on. Anyways, so yeah. Devil May Cry 2 is a weird one, and I'm trying to figure out how to even approach it. Like, even talking about it mechanically, because it is such a strange thing. Because, like, yeah, how it works and, like, how strict it is with keeping your combo up, but if you can do it, it feels pretty cool. Like, Devil May Cry 2 is strange. But let's just, like, stay focused for right now, and maybe we'll, like, you know, add to stuff as we go. But in the meantime, we're gonna try to keep going here. These, like, tar-looking gargoyle things. Trying to keep the combo going till I can get close to one. Right, because something you can keep doing if you just constantly dodge, you can keep it up. Nope, it's still going, it's still going, it's still going. Oh, we're in showtime. So why don't we devil trigger it up, tear it apart. I'm guessing we got them all. Okay. Hopefully we didn't lose a bunch of red orbs. And yeah, that's one of the most famous things, is just like the devil trigger. Green orb gives you back health, yada yada. Oh, we did pretty good there. We are not going to get the orb score we need, because I know what we need for this. Anyways, you have used the key. Just opening up the path. Like, yeah, trying to keep your score up when you can do it, like, by mixing up, like, your gunshots and, like, you know, dodging to keep, like, your score up and keep it going consistently. I don't know, at least from what I've played, there is a thrill to, like, keeping it up by doing some, like, weird esoteric moves. I know I stabbed a guy over there. I'm just looking around. Is there happen to be like a hidden item somewhere along these rooftops? Because we're already at the end of the level. Damn, I'm just shy of, if I had done like a little bit better earlier, I might have... Oh, sweet. Maybe this will be... Oh, no. No, son of a bitch. I bumped it once and now it's inert. Son of a damn it. Okay, whatever. Moving on. Alright. End of the first level. God damn. I know I needed 4,000 orbs in order to get an S rank on that, like, on the orbs part of the mission parameters. And if I could have beaten up that statue, maybe I could have gotten it. Ah, frickin', and I grazed it. Anyways, hi! Is that why you wanted to meet here? So I could watch a building blow up? I could have done that at home. Oh, so freaking close. But, you know, not bad. You know, an A rank. We're getting somewhere. So, you know, didn't take very much damage. No items. Stylish average, not too bad. I messed it up on the first couple of rounds, but still. High amount of orbs. Okay, I'm just thinking. I'm not going to be as, like, such a stickler like I was in my Devil May Cry 1 long play, where I'm just sort of like, no, I'm going to restart the level now and, like, skip over it.
Where's Mathieu? Mathieu? Mathieu?
Good grief. They really made a big mess, didn't they? It sure took him a while to find this place. Oh, you have arrived, son of Sparta.
I heard a T in there. You said Sparta. How can I help?
You knew him?
Oh, yes. We are the guardians of this land, Vidumali. Our clan once fought against the demons with Sparta, son of Sparta. We must ask this favor of you. You see, there's a man who's transformed our land into a demon's paradise. His name is Arius. And although he is the president of an international public corporation, he uses the demon power. Please.
So like a normal businessman. You know, obviously from hell.
Looks like it's your lucky day.
We'll get to that.
I am very pleased. It leads to a harbor. If you are successful, I will tell you a story about your father, son of Sparta.
That's a great deal. It's kind of inconsistent whether I knew him that much or at all, depending on the game. The aerial heart will give the hunters the chance to reach the skies. Guide post with the hunters chapter, yeah. Power up, what do we want to do? Like, I mean, we could upgrade Rebellion, but I don't think we should yet. We could upgrade our handguns. That might be, well, we can't do it yet, but we could save up. Or we can save up and shoot for purple orbs. Devil Trigger is very useful. I'm debating if that's the way we want to go. I'm not even sure what I want to spend a lot of my stuff on yet, but we'll get there. Because I want to save up, you know, not buy any melee weapon upgrades until we get a particular weapon. Oh, wait, I wonder. Okay, I was wondering if it was going to be one of those things, like you move towards the camera and then, like, the camera angle shifts and it's like, oh, here's a secret. So yeah, we're getting started. So, whoops. So this ancient tribe that used to fight alongside Sparta wants us to take care of a businessman who's using demonic powers to, you know, progress his own gains. Just wondering if that did anything. Dodging also can increase your ranking. I didn't even get a rank, damn it. So basically it's an E rank, not good. Like, well-timed dodges can also increase your score. But, you know, it'd be great if you do it correctly, unlike what I did. Damn it. And yeah, how the score ranks, because it's like you got time, it's this mostly the same ones as in the last game, but they're calculated a bit differently. Because you got your time, which, you know, how fast you beat a level. Do you do it within par? Do you, you know... Trying to mix it up a little bit more and I messed up. But, you know, how fast do you complete the level? Do you use any items? How many orbs do you collect throughout the level? And each level has, like, a set amount that you should aim for. What was the other stipulations? How much damage you take? And then, how much time... Or, no, how does your stylish rank average out? Which is really oddly calculated. Oh, I gotta remember, I don't even have to rapid tap the, you know, button. I can just hold the fire button down and shoot my guns. You know, trying to figure out what's where. Oop. I was gonna say, that feels like a secret. Hold on, I gotta check something. Whoops. Oh, it's sealed behind us. Sorry, I was thinking, it's like, I think that opened up a door. Was that before or after? Whatever. No, probably shut that. Whatever. Sorry, we're fumbling through. Like, I know there's only so much you can do, but I'm trying to play, like, well-ish. Light a blue flame, and then the way will be opened. Ah, come on. I'm messing up the combos. We need to do that. What, dog? You want out again? Sorry, hold on. What? It's like 10 p.m. Why do you want to go outside still? Sorry, don't mean to keep getting distracted. What's up? Just a second. Hold on. One more time. Okay, back again. Sorry. It should be the last time she wants to go out tonight. Just sort of like... start and stop, start and stop. And it's like, come on, I just want to make progress on this stupid game. Oh. I just go, I heard noise. What happened to noise? Ooh. Do we have enough to make a... Yes, okay, we have enough to make a blue orb. Sweet. Damn. I was waiting for him to explode. There we go. Alright, we're checking stuff out. I'm going slowly and bumbling around a little bit. Just trying to be thorough. I'm trying to be somewhat thorough while exploring and getting stuff done. Yeah, dodge rolling is pretty quick. Ah, damn it. I pressed the wrong input. Ah, damn it. I thought he'd get up faster, just fast enough to... Might as well give me my orbs. Drop it. There we go. We're making progress here. Sorry. Just trying to make... trying to do good on the combat by keeping things chained together, because that's also important for your scoring, which I'm already messing up, but you know. Again, I'm not going to be as much of a stickler as I was for my Devil May Cry 1 playthrough, my second playthrough that I did, because that one I felt so self-conscious. Like, I played this one, you know, a lot. You know, it's like, I can do better, I can get better scores, I can do this, I can do this. So I kept, like, trying to correct myself and, like, just going back, whoops, and replaying levels over and over again just to try and get, like, decent and better scores. And it paid off, even though I found, like, an exploit to just, like, farm for, you know, orbs and such. I should be using double trigger more. Whoops. I mean, that works. I wanted him to come down, but that worked out too, just because he was in the air and I could just, like, pelt him to death. Yeah, like, the guns are infamously, like, kind of overpowered in this, especially when paired with Devil Trigger, which gives you a huge damage bonus, and also, like, rapid fire. Or, like, you know, an increased fire rate that makes it absurd. So definitely want to upgrade the base pistols, because I think they, like, it's one of the highest damage output weapons just, like, in the series, period. Or at least the highest damage output the guns get in the games. And honestly, Aerial Heart, a magic stone with the heart of the flying demon bird. But yeah, there is something cool that I like about this, is that your Devil Trigger is customizable. And so you find, whoop. Sorry, I'm looking around. I thought I saw something to grab. But, you know, the Devil Trigger is customizable. So you can find items to, like, change up an amulet in order to, you know, give you new Devil Trigger abilities, which is pretty cool. And, like, even changes cosmetically. It's not much, but it's something. Damn it, my freaking clear time. Okay. The key to the next journey begins and ends with death. I'm debating. I have no idea what I want to spend my orbs on. There you go, blue orb fragment. Damn. I mean, that was awesome, but it's a shame it messed up my style. Because, yeah, like, I like Dante's movement in this, actually. Like, He moves very fast. He's got loads of flexibility. He even does, like, it's subtle, but he even does, like, a special, like, lilt on his third, like, backflip, like, games like Bayonetta and such. But, you know, I like his movement. Starting with air hike, well, I suppose that's just a double jump. It's not even air hike, technically, because air hiking implies he uses a glyph. But anyways, I like that he's got a double jump. I like the dedicated dodge button. And I like stuff you can do with the dodge button. It's very Matrixy of just sort of, like, kicking off the walls and jumping, you know, past enemy. Ow. Okay. This will be a short mission at least. Eh. Hey, big guy. It's like a bird gorilla thing. Alright, Orangura. Orangura? Damn it. Shoot. Ooh, yeah, like he you know, bounced off his sword. Ooh. Aw, why did my score die, though? There we go. You know, it's kind of like, again, it's not well articulated, like, what moves you can do when you, like, you know, pause in the middle of combos and churn different directions. Devil Trigger even gets its own new move sets and abilities and everything. Like, it's really hard to tell what you can do or, like, learn what you can do. But Dante's got some, like, cool, subtle moves. Like, it happened briefly, but, like, he planted a sword in the ground and used it to, like, lift up and kick off and, like, you know, actually do a kick. He's doing melee attacks with his fists and legs. It's like, that's kind of a cool, like, flavor. Probably, like, normal probably like how I normally do Devil May Cry. I'm probably going to be a solid B student throughout. Like, we were very fast on clear time, but we didn't do that much for style. Didn't low on orbs. She has many arms, but only one heart, as she waits for the hunter deep in the water. But yeah, I suppose I was like, well, there's so much to talk about, so where should I begin? I suppose I should talk about when I first played Devil May Cry 2, which, yeah, was, let's see. No, did I play it second? I'm trying to remember if I actually played it after I played the first game, or if I came back to it later after playing something like 3. I think that's what I did. I'm trying to remember. No, I don't have that Xbox account anymore. Otherwise, like, I can look at my trophies and or my achievements and find out on my original Xbox. No, wait, I lost that. But anyways, honestly, I could probably recover that now. Nah, it doesn't matter. I could probably recover my first Xbox account. I don't really need to. Damn it. Damn it. I keep underestimating the length of my attacks. Damn it. Every time. We did really good on the first mission, and I'm not recreating the skill or lack thereof. Damn it! That time we got him. If I had kept that, like, on S early on and then just, like, blasted through them with Devil Trigger, that would have been amazing. There we go. And I'm just gonna keep it going. I overestimated my distance, because the camera angles are also awkward. Like, the fixed camera angles, you know, got awkward in Devil May Cry 1 in a couple of spots. But here it's especially, you know, there are some different ones, because they do, like, Dutch angles and such. Like, they get, like, really artsy with it, and it can kind of be distracting. I see a blue shard up there. Come on. Oh, wait, what am I doing? I can fly. Never mind, that can only get you so far, I guess. Okay, never mind then, forget it. Hold on, we're going in here. Just because I know some things that I have to do. Like, remember certain levels, but I don't remember... Well, I remember the first one specifically because I've been playing them recently, just trying to, like, get myself familiarized with the gameplay and, like, kind of, like, figuring out how do I want to tackle this. Damn it! Ah, my freaking style. It's like, all right, sweet, got it on S rank. Now if I can keep that up, I can just mow them down with the Devil Trigger, and I messed it up. And I say it's like, and I messed it up. It's like, you know, maybe the game was mean. I don't know. So, like, yeah, the first time I played Devil May Cry 2, you know, and I heard about its infamy, like, the friend that got me into it, like, I asked his opinion on it, just like, oh no, it sucks, it's, like, really bad, and, like, all this, like, all the usual, like, talking points that you hear with Devil May Cry 2, about its awkward combat, about its, like, kind of, like, boring story, and, you know, characterizations, because Dante is, like, even compared to the first game, well, even the first game, like, he still, like, had his moments, even though he was still kind of, like, pretty muted. Magic Stone with the heart of the running demon beast. But, you know, Dante still had, like, his one-liners and certain things that he said that stuck with people. Meanwhile, in this one, he is, like, pretty stone-faced. Like, he is, like, even for, like, early Devil May Cry, he does not have much personality. But, there are some, and he's got, like, weird character quirks that we will get into, because there's plenty of time to get into that. But honestly, I kind of think this is my favorite, like, look Dante has ever had. No, damn it. I got stuck blocking onto the wrong guy, and I didn't adjust it in time. Go on. But no, honestly, this is probably my favorite Dante look. Like, his hair is, like, the perfect length. Whoop. I like the length of his hair and how it parts in the center. Like, his, like, black vest that he wears over his coat. Or, like, they kind of, like, meld into each other. And it kind of looks weird, but I kind of think it looks awesome. No, hold on. Equip, amulets. So then, yeah, you can change out the different parts of your amulet to give you different, like... you know, different body effects, different element effects, and I can't remember what the bottom one is, but different elements, and, like, different changes to your Devil Trigger, which I think is cool. And so, like, instance, now that we got that running heart, we flick on Devil Trigger, and we just, like, have an increased movement speed, and, you know, increased speed overall. Whoops, whoops. There we go. And then I found out watching waifu runs that you can just dodge roll and get there just as fast as running. So that one isn't super useful. No, we'll keep it equipped. Maybe does it affect our movement speed, like even in combat? And our movement speed in combat's already pretty fast. Yeah. All right. Whoop. Yeah, even though there's like poison fog there, we're probably going to just go for the heart of this thing, because this is kind of annoying. Do these tentacles just stay dead? I'm going to try. They do not. Okay, well, we're getting low enough on health, because maybe then... Because then there's another special thing about the Devil Trigger in this game specifically, that if Dante's health gets low enough, it's got to get to a certain... There we go. Then we got the Majin Devil Trigger, which is even like crazy stronger. Shoot. God damn it. Okay, we already had a gold orb on us. It's fine. I swear I just, like, smited that thing, but I was trying to do a special move and I failed to do it, so I just screwed up. Oh well, I'll take it. I'm not gonna, like, freak out about the rank. It's Devil May Cry 2. You can't take it too seriously. It takes itself too seriously as it is. Yeah, it's gonna affect my rank hard, but it's fine. I think it'll still like ravage out a B, maybe. Shotgun, a gun scattering bullets in a wide area. I don't know why I read that totally wrong. We. Okay, still a B. Couple of things that messed me up. My loitering around as well cost me my time and such, but we're doing fine. 20,000. We got lots of orbs, and I don't know what I want to spend it on yet. But anyways, mission 5, just keep it going. Close to your eyes, but far off in your mind, the hunter must learn the value of options. Because we could upgrade guns, and it's definitely going to be more useful to upgrade our handguns. We could upgrade our sword, but I know there's a certain sword. There are issues with, like, the other weapons. And I could upgrade my health? Well, nah. We'll hold on to it for now. Again, I don't really know what I want to spend my stuff on, but we're getting there. Now, sucks I don't have any Devil Trigger for this, because this is going to be a thing. Because, yeah. There are some annoying bosses, like, what was it, Gary and something or other. Because you got Gary and Freaky. I forget what there's like a trick to really get them, but I don't remember what it was. I think that's it. Nope, maybe not quite. Yeah, I don't know what prompts Dante to do it, but he can do stuff like, you know, shoot in multiple directions, kind of like in Bayonetta, or even like using Gunslinger in Devil May Cry 3. I'm thinking of 3 specifically, but, you know. There we go. Not much out of him, but... yeah, because some of the enemy types and some of the bosses are, like, really awkward and underwhelming. And it's been a long time, because, yeah, when I first played Devil May Cry 2, even on first glance, though, I didn't hate it. Like, I thought there was some cool stuff, like, you know, the customizable devil trigger as kind of, like, not that special as it turned out to really turns out to be, was, like, a big factor, and just like, no, this is cool. You know, and there were just, like, some things, it's like, no, you know what, there were things I actually liked about Devil May Cry 2, but it is still certainly like the weakest of the franchise. Like, I've got some controversial Devil May Cry opinions, but one of them is not that Devil May Cry 2 is like one of the better ones, or like, you know, actually like really good and underappreciated. You know, there are plenty of games where it's just sort of like, no, the sequel is the best one. Dark Souls 2, Bioshock 2. It's just like, no, like, this one did it right. This is not one of them. Ouch, damn freaking birds. There we go. We're getting somewhere, we're getting somewhere. Oh, I was like, where's that last bird? Let me at least pick up the red orbs, even though it's only a few. But yeah, Devil May Cry 2, even after I'm sure I play this, is probably still going to be the weakest. But there are some nuances and, like, you know, mechanical nuances and, like, character things that I think are really cool. We'll talk about more, like, story and character stuff later. You know, not that it's great or really that good, I just kind of like it. But especially after watching waifu runs and, like, talking about, like, the hidden mechanics, it's just like, oh, there's actually, like, a lot of, like, cool stuff, like, on how this gameplay actually works. Like, the style system is a bit too unforgiving, but I do like how it operates in terms of, you know, oops. Whoops. There we go. One more combo, dead. Oop. Come on, die. There we go. Again, there's some, like, Dante's movement abilities that I really like. I know I'm repeating myself. I'm just, like, getting organized. Like, what have I said yet? What haven't I said yet? How do I actually justify this? But yeah, like, Dante's movement abilities. And I like how, like, the style system kind of works in theory. Hold on. Oh, that's right. We're already here. Yeah, infested tanks. You know, this is the stuff, though, that I remember infamously about the game that I really hated. Was, like, the demon military equipment. Come on, we'll keep our rank going, and I lost it by running on the wall. Jesus! God damn it! Where? Okay, all the way back here. God damn it. Yeah, though, these I remember, though, like, freaking hating. Because they're bad. These are just straight up bad. Frickin' okay. Trying to stay away from the stupid machine gun. Now, I don't know if using a continue affects my score in any meaningful ways, but I'm still not happy about it. Because I'm going to try and stick up for this game. I'd like it to go well, but yeah, no. Then there are like things like this, like the infested tanks and the one really infamous boss fight we're getting to. Whoop, don't know what he was doing there, but... Rolling, 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 rolling. Very topical after the Devil May Cry Netflix show came out. Oh, I felt like. It's like, this has to be a secret, right? There's actually like a blue orb hidden back here or something. Nope. Oh, wait. Here we go. Another amulet piece. I think, right? Offense heart. A magic stone with the heart of a vigorous battle god. Okay, let's just take a look at what it says when we actually enhance your attack power while in Devil Trigger. Okay, perfect. But you know, that's kind of cool still, like being able to like you know, customize and change like your preferences about like how the devil trigger works and like how it even aesthetically changes in some regards. Like that's pretty cool. But yeah, I know there's more got to be more to it than that. Oh shoot, wait, where are we going? I just realized we looped around. Where do I go? To make progress again? Nope. Blocked by fire, unless... Okay, I didn't think I missed anything. Oh, in here? Secret room. Damn it. Okay. I completely forgot to look at... What are we even supposed to do here? Damn it. Yeah, I completely even forgot, like, this would have been a thing to do. Secret revealed. I guess I did a thing good. Yeah, never finished. Never did any of the secret missions in my initial playthrough. Like, did I play this? No, because I played this a second time. Because I originally played this on my Xbox 360 copy of the... Oh, had to go this way, as if I was told. I was going to say, please tell me this is until next chapter. Nope, it's happening now. Okay, yeah, we're doing this. The Infested Chopper. Like, one of the most infamous things about this game. But luckily, focusing on doing Devil Trigger stuff really helps. Nope. Yeah, it's one of the things that I'm thinking. It's like, yeah, this is when I really should have upgraded Devil Trigger. Well, at least you can do this. I was gonna say, at least drops a bunch of red orbs, right? No? Sorry, trying to focus. But yeah, no, the red, or the Infested Chopper is like one of the most infamous, and probably the most hated boss in all of Devil May Cry. Just because, well, for obvious reasons. Because it's just like, it's a flying enemy that's like tanky, hard to hit, hard to reach, you know, can be pretty devastating in its own right. Yeah, it just like, nobody likes that. And like, the only saving grace is that you can kind of plow it down with guns, but it should not come to that, just to make it tolerable. And that's only like one part of it. Because I remember it was one of the new oh wait. Oh shoot. No. No, god damn it, I'm stuck. No, shoot. Whoop. It's reminding me of, like, what was the chemical plant in Sonic Heroes? Not the first time I've compared Devil May Cry to Sonic Heroes. Whoops. I feel like if I looked around the edge more, I might have found something new. No, yeah, the camera's trying to point us to go, like, you know, get out of here. This isn't where our final battle with this thing's even going to be at. Whee! And at least, like, the idea of being on the run from, like, this huge, like, nemesis-like enemy as you're, like, you know, fighting it along the way, trying to escape, scaling up buildings to try and, like, get a vantage point in order to, like, fight it on, it, like, better terms. It's just unfortunate that had to be the infested chopper. Because, it was in a Second Wind video. God damn it. But, like, one of the, like, shows on Second Wind, the, like, whoops. There we go. Don't know why it didn't let me do that in the first place. Right, we still gotta climb. Sorry, getting distracted. Just like in one of the shows on like Second Wind, I'm trying to remember what it's called. Design. Well, you know, Second Wind, the channel that like a bunch of escapist people like Yahtzee Croshaw went to. But then like I can't remember his name, but like one of their shows, I think it was like Design Delve. Where the guy's talking about like what makes a bad boss fight, or what was the worst boss fight of all time. And he said the infested chopper in Devil May Cry 2. And it's like, damn. Yeah, this isn't going well to start. Because we're attacking the eye, but yeah, even with... Now this is where I wish maybe I should have pumped some points into my Devil Trigger and or guns. Damn it. I go, is this not like Devil May Cry 1, where it's like a swing can like knock back fireballs? What am I doing? It does not matter if I do that. Hold on. I go, alright, I'll fight on its own terms and fly up there. No, what am I thinking? That's stupid. I'm not melee attacking that. We're just gonna keep shooting it as long as it takes. And yeah, this is kind of like, you know, one of the biggest problems. Like, all you can do is fight from afar with your guns, which are powerful, stronger than in most Devil May Cry games. Unfortunately, they're still pretty weak when you're just like fighting an armored tank you know, well, you know, an heavily armored military vehicle that, yes, has a weak spot, a weak eye point, but that is still hard to freaking hit. God damn it. Again, this is where a lot of my praise of like Devil May Cry 2 is like, it actually does some really interesting... All the way back here? Okay. This is where a lot of my points of just like, no, the Devil May Cry 2 does like a lot of cool stuff. And then it does stuff like this, where it's like, no, 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 bad game. I got much to say. We're just still going. And I know, like, I remember it's like, wait, what did you know, Waifu Run's doing his run, right? Did like a trick in order to get to Majin, you know, Devil Trigger, which I'm not gonna try and mess with. Bleep. Oh, really? Yeah, there we go. Mostly. I don't even play games with that guy, like, ever. I don't know if he still streams. I'm probably gonna block that out if I remember to. Damn it. Whoops. Again, not ideal in any capacity. Yeah. It's just war of attrition with this thing, and now, you know, watch out for its rockets. This is where I should have, like, really upgraded my guns and Devil Trigger. Now I know, for the future. Oh, come on, really? Probably not the best use of that. I'm just trying to get this thing dead as fast as possible. Oh, oh. I was really confused, like, wait, can I freaking ride the rocket? No. But it also gave me a lot of Devil Trigger for attacking them, so... Jesus Christ. Again, I forget what Waifu Run's trick was. I think it was like Majin Devil Trigger, and then just like smoking it like that. But in the meantime... There we go. Yeah, again, that's one of the low points. That's one of the most infamous things about this game, is that frickin' chopper. But we got through it. Terrible time. 21 minutes, really? That was like... I mean, like... Man, okay. Sorry, what a... Okay, I'll shut up. Freaking lousy. Like, that, you know, according to our clock, that was half our actual, like, play time. Its extremities reach the sky. Its intestines reflect the color of darkness. Its name means a tower of misery. I mean, we're already done with it now, so I might as well. When do we get, like, the one weapon? I don't remember. It's a ways off, I think. I'm just looking around. Again, all of that, and we just loop around back to, like, the front of where we were. By chance, I wonder. No. I was like, is there maybe something down here? As a secret? No? Is this supposed to, like, have, like, a devil trigger, like, amulet inside of it later, or what? Okay. I remember this. I guess this happens quick. I'm looking at that and just sort of like, it's like chaos, perfect chaos from Sonic Adventure. It's just like, he's popping out of the building. Neth Asteris. Again, some of the names are really awkward to pronounce. Whoop. Oh, he's summoning bats. Damn it. Stop it. Ah. Well, there we go. We got Majin Devil Trigger just in the end there. Oh, right. This thing's not dead yet. Ah, freaking Christ. I should have known. Yeah, maybe this is a sign. Don't have enough orbs to upgrade a second time. I should have just done that earlier. Screw it. Crank up our Devil Trigger by, like, quite a bit. Like, 2 orbs and it goes up that much? That's pretty good. Okay, I don't know. Give it a shot. Does upgrading our handguns affect our Devil Trigger form? Damn it, mistimed it every freaking time. Yeah, I mean just having that much more Devil Trigger. There we go. Stab him right in the jaw. Freaking! God damn it! I was thinking, it's just like, well, if I get nicked by this, maybe it'll bring me down to Majin level. No. Jesus. Oh, I already... Okay. It saved me at the point, so I have to rebuy everything. Okay, duly noted. I knew I should have used an item, but I didn't want to. There we go. Freaking... supposed to get behind it. I think we're doing more damage to its spine than its mouth or whatever. Freaking... Frick! Ah, frick. That was going pretty good. There we go. Sin City. Have I not beaten this? Oh. Defeat Nephasturus. Okay, it just confirmed for me. It's like, I played it a bit, but I've not finished the PS4 version of this. I've only played it, like, on the Xbox 360 when I originally got the thing. Man, jeez. I shouldn't be taking it too personally, but, like, damn, really? This was going kind of decent at first. I was feeling so good. It's like, damn, we're getting started off with an A rank? We're doing good. Meaning of power... A meaning of power shall end in conflict. Okay. This is definitely... I'm pretty sure this was the level I was thinking of. I think this is the level we're going to find our first, like, alternate weapon. Not that it'll change much, but we'll get there. Sorry, I'm all over the place. Like, there's stuff I want to talk about with Devil May Cry 2, but I'm reiterating myself and, like, you know, getting, like, lost in the jumble. But honestly, it is also almost midnight. I want to throw stuff in the dryer and then go to bed. So I think we're going to put a pause on this for real quick. Wait. I was just curious. And we're back. Okay, continuing on. Sorry, I go, what's the best way to do, like, a long play? Just like, yeah, I can just split it up. Anyways, so, continuing on. Where were we? No. Whoop, there we go. I lost it. God damn it, right when I had it. Okay. Sorry, getting focused here, just like, now my work schedule is, like, completely flipped on its head, so it's like, now, late nights instead of early mornings, at least for a while, and it's like, okay, now it's like, even though I prefer, like, working nights just because, like, they're slower and, you know, I got time during the day, I just, like, get, going in the morning, like, so slowly. Oh, come on. Couldn't even nick him. Okay. Fumbling around a little bit, but we're getting there. So yeah, continuing on. Where the heck did we go? Whoop, whoop, whoop. Whoop, that would have been great if I just let it go. I don't think in any other Devil May Cry game, Dante grinds rails. I suppose enemies are that way, so that must be the correct way. Whoop. There's... Ooh. Gold orb. Good to have one of those on hand. You know, it's just birds. Let's see. Is there anything else we can find? We don't gotta fight everything unless we have to. And those things are really hard to, like, keep combos going with. So, is there anything else we can do? This looks familiar. Shoot. I avoided it, and then I still ran into it. Whoop! Too close. Bear with me. I know there's also a weapon here. It sucks that when they explode, they don't drop any red orbs. Look, wait. Oh wait, no, we came from up there. a second. No, I don't think we gotta go that way yet. Sorry, I know there's like... Okay, there's a thing hidden there. There's, you know, a weapon here. I looked into it. I just... that there's... Here we go. This is it. I remember this room specifically. Because, yeah. Vendetta. A decorative sword that is like Death's Scythe. Yeah, one of the few alternate item or weapons we can get. Standard sword for Dante. A thick, huge sword with a short range. Short range, but higher damage output. Yeah, there's not much to the weapons, because they all, like, swing the same. But there's just... I feel like we need something here. The door's closed tight. Okay. Hold on, let's head back. Because that's one of the most infamous things about this is that, like, you know, the weapons aren't that distinct. Where even in the first game you had, like, okay, here we go. Oh, we can. Sorry, I just thought... Can I try to... Just fly up and get the thing. Because I think this is also, a, you know, new element. Flameheart, a magic stone with the fierce flame demon. Yeah. Now we do fire damage with our Devil Trigger, which apparently is the best mode because of, like, its damage output and what it can hit. Basically, in, like, the speedrun videos I've seen, the Vendetta is, like, the best weapon, sheerly because, like, its damage output, despite its, like, shorter range and swing, is, you know, that much better. Actually, before we... Whoops! Might as well upgrade Vendetta a little bit. Okay, now let's see. That's sealed tight. I don't know if we can do anything with that, so why don't we go this way? There's that elevator. I don't know if that's going the correct way, but we're going a direction. Or I remember in the speed run, they just tell you to, like, activate the elevator, then run away, because then it'll still go even when you're not following it. So then you can just jump down. Okay, I think that's the music, so there's something screeching. I thought Dante just, like, stopped moving, was just whistling while he was waiting. I was gonna say, can we just jump off this? No. Just a minute, guys, then we can party. Whoops. Alright. Sorry, we're getting somewhere. I'm just trying to think of, like, what to talk about. Now, remember in the speedrun, this is, like, a good spot for orb manipulation where you gotta get, like... The game does this weird thing where it's like orb manipulation. So if you get to E ranks, which is basically like don't start scoring at all, then get to D ranks, and then get to A ranks, you'll then like enter like a bonus time that gives you 10 times the amount of devil trigger red orbs for the next like 10 kills or something. And it's just like, that's insane. That'd be fascinating to help like game, but it's also like, how in the world do you, damn it! Sorry, I had Showtime going and I messed it up. Come on! Ah, damn, I should have kept dodging. But anyways, yeah, like, weird, like, metrics of, like, I don't know how anyone even discovered the orbit manipulation, like, tactic. This cannot be open while moving. Okay, we're still waiting. But yeah, it's like, get to E ranks, get to D ranks, then get to A ranks, and then enemies drop 10 times the amount of orbs for a couple of kills. And it's like, so you can get, like, loads of orbs by doing that, but that's such, like, an awkward thing to do, and it also kind of messes up your stylish rank regardless. So it's like, how does anyone discover that? Or, you know, better yet, how did anyone think to put that in? Again, like, Devil May Cry does some cool stuff mechanically, or Devil May Cry 2 does some interesting stuff mechanically. I even kind of like how, or I like the idea of, you know, how it handles the, you know, style system, where, like, guns actually, like, kind of, like, keep your combo going and steady, rather than the other games where just like you shoot a bullet and then your rank immediately like starts dropping, because like it's supposed to maintain style, but it doesn't really. It like gives you a couple of points, but after a couple of shots it just disappears. Yeah, spamming guns would be, you know, spamming guns would be really boring, kind of like it is in this, to just like be overpowered to keep it going, but at least like maybe give you more of a reference, because, you know, guns, or hold on, secret room, oh Jesus, I guess. But, you know, instead of like, but, you know, the thing is, guns can't increase your style ranking, it keeps it like stagnant, and, you know, so even if you killed enemies with it, you're not getting extra points or anything. So you have to, like, you know, still like engage, but as like you're making the approach using your guns, you can like, or, you know, dodge roll closer to like close the distance fast, rather than like something like Stinger, which, you know, always pushes everything away from you. I don't know, there's definitely people who know the series more than me. They're just like, actually, there's a reason, or it's like, if you use the guns in certain ways, but whatever. I kind of like how Devil May Cry 2 handles it in the terms of just sort of like keeping it going, or at least like, oh, hold on. And, you know, that said, the style system still isn't, is still like one of the weaker in the games. I say one of the weaker, no, probably still the weakest. Well, we did go on orbs. What am I doing? Mission start or save? Mission start or save? What am I... Yeah, my stylish average. Damn it. The challenger shall arise, while the king evades. We don't have enough, because we can upgrade, Vendetta again, but not right now. And I got a text from... we can offer you a job for like $500 a day. Contact us on WhatsApp. It's like spam, delete.
Do you have to ask?
Maybe another time.
Yeah, and then you got like Heihachi mixed with like what's his name from Soul Calibur? I cannot remember his name. I was thinking of like the big bad pirate guy. Like, not at all. I'm just like, who's like, you know, all resplendent and fancy looking. Furitaris. Furitaris? Ah, shoot. Whoops. Alright, might as well keep it going, because at this rate... Can you nick me? Can you just love tap me? Damn it. I was trying to use Majin Devil Trigger, but this'll do. Missed the red orbs around the arena just because I was trying to fight. Yeah, it's very little margin for error to activate Majin Devil Trigger with like less than 10% of your health. Well... time to redo that fight. Yeah, you know what? I saved. Hold on. Hold on. The hunter will discover... Yeah, whatever. Hold on. Oh, I go, this is gonna be slick. I'm gonna backflip out of the fire. Whoops. Oh, come on! I said I wouldn't do this with this game, but it's like, come on, this is like just a boss fight. If I can just at least beat him without using my gold orb. Shoot! Oh, come on. Alright, well, this works in my favor. Yeah, Majin Fireballs certainly did it for me. Okay, still lots of damage, but at the very least I didn't use my gold orb, so maybe my time's better? Suppose we can skip this, we already saw it. I mean mildly, but it gives us enough orbs to at least buy another Vendetta upgrade. That's all I really wanted. Mission 9, the hunter will discover the purity of speed. Alright. Oh, there is more upgrades to swords. I thought it was just... What should we need for another purple orb? Yeah, now we need lots. What am I doing? Okay. We're getting somewhere. I think there's only 20 missions in the game, so, you know, we're already halfway there.
Caution.
The factory has started to collapse. An alert can be heard, which means that this building may explode at any moment. Alright, Resident Evil style. Or, you know, I guess Devil May Cry 1 style. Aw, man, did I really miss... Hold on. No, wait, no, it's not worth it. I go, did I miss, like, a whole streak of... I suppose this isn't really how I should be spending my time. Was that... For some reason I thought... Oh. Door. Alright, that detour for a... Okay, I see. Suppose we're just going out the same way we came in, right? Ooh. You shouldn't have. How generous of you. I wasn't sure if we were actually aiming at anything. Whoops. I'm trying to like run onto the wall, even though I don't think that's making us go faster. It just looks cool. Hut, 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 hut. Oh, that's right. We gotta like hit all these levers. Whoops. Wait. No. What are you doing? And if I recall, at least there's a trick. It's like if you hold down the right trigger, it his auto lock shuts off, so you can. There we go. Terror of Innis. Whoops. I thought these guys would be easy to fight, and apparently... Whoops. Okay, that's not working the way I thought it would. Wait, where the heck do I... Okay, I was like, where the heck do I go? Oh, I see. I missed it. There was another thing of stairs right there. Camera angle's being weird. Oh, I was like, is this like a, you know, the reboot where it's like, oh, environmental hazards. Nope, never mind. Jeez, the camera, what are you doing? What are you doing in this one specifically? I was gonna say, do I even have to fight all these, or... Oh. The back of the jet's, like, spread open, all parted, waiting for us. Where the heck? Oh, wait. Oh, that's not a texture? What the heck do you want me to do? I am genuinely confused. What? Oh, jeez. I'm sorry, I was very confused. Like, what happened? Like, it didn't even give me the impression that we crashed. Okay. That was awkward, but we got it figured out. Probably lost my clear time due to this stupid... Okay, whatever. That one, yeah, again, like, the design is a lot grungier, and so, like, the visuals, like, don't really make anything pop out to, like, really tell you where you're supposed to go. Two lights will open the sealed door and guide the hunters to the deep underground. So it's like, yeah, everything looks so, like, dark and gray that it's hard to tell, like, what's what, or, like, if something is even, like, an interactable door. You know, at least in Devil May Cry 1, they were, like, bright blue and red and everything, so you could tell what you needed. There we go. Just seeing if anything was hidden around here, but apparently not. Oh, it's a time limit. Okay, I see. I don't need to see it again. I get the concept. Oh, come on, Dante. There we go. I was gonna say, is that the mission? Whoa. I was gonna say, great, we're dealing with Nightmare again. Whoop. Look at him skitter away. Okay, now we're fighting Mothra. I forgot about this. Even from, like, watching the Waifu Runs video, I don't remember the bosses. Noctpertaron? Oh, jeez. Oop. Gross, 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 gross. Oh. Can't reach. At least it's squishier than the helicopter. Oh, damn it. Yeah, I remember. That's a big monster. Oh, we got it. Oh, sweet. Okay, I was just struggling for a bit, unless there was something I could have done to it. Jesus. There we go. Okay, nonplussed by that. It's like fighting a giant moth, but then like, the bigger problem is like the larva it drops. Okay, I was gonna say, that's gotta be the end of the level. This thing has been pretty compact. Yeah, as I recall, there's only 20 missions, so... there's been very few cutscenes, and we don't really know what our stakes are, so we haven't been able to talk much character. He wields a spear and is obeyed by the wolves. He is single-eyed, possesses knowledge and hate. He is the one who brings misfortune. We need a lot more just to get a... But I think this is a level we can pick up... Yeah, this was another level we can pick up a new weapon. Not that we'll use it, really, but we can pick it up. And yeah, I remember in the Waifu Runs video learning about, like, you know, the shotgun, like, cancel. So if you... Oh, see, okay. Brontomancer? I was gonna say, it's like... Yeah, but like, shotgun cancel. I do like that, you know, even though he's just... That was awesome. Sorry. Like, I do like, you know, when he switches to the shotgun, he's still got, like, one of his, like, pistols in his hand. But, yeah, apparently you can just, like, rapid fire. God, this would have been so useful in other spots, and I forgot about it. But, like, the shotgun cancel. So it's like you swap between the weapons fast enough, and you can just, like, plow, or, you know, make your shotgun more rapid fire. Sometimes we get blue orbs, sometimes we don't. Is there, like, something I need to do, or what? Like, what's the goal here? Alright, whatever. Damn it! Later. Nope. Hold on, we pick up the red orbs from the other one. There we go. Sorry, no, I'm not as chatty as I was in Devil May Cry 1, just because, like, that one I was more familiar with. This one, I'm just, like, I'm observing. I'm just, like, I know there's not much to do, but it's like, what do I gotta do here? What should I look out for? Alright, that was everybody. Trying to keep showtime going. I know, I keep repeating myself. It's like, I kind of like, you know, how they handle the guns, or just like, you know, using guns maintains your style, but it can't increase if you're only using your guns. So even if you spam them for as, like, overpowered as they can be, you know, it doesn't help your rank or help you get stronger faster. It's better to play skillfully by mixing up combos, finishing enemies with special attacks, and, you know, like, firing and then dodge rolling that also helps maintain your score. Just mainly as, like, helpful to just, like, keep it going. Because, again, it's like, you know, what better way to, like, cover the, or, you know, close the distance between you and the enemies than by, like, rolling around or backflipping, and then that leads into either, like, a new gun combo. I wish it would apply to, like, running across the walls. Like, that'd be maybe broken in some capacity, but, like, if you did that, it would feel, like, really awesome to just sort of, like, you know, knock an enemy in there, bash them away with a stinger, you know, run up the wall, like, jump off, start firing, and then, like, drop attack onto an enemy. But wait. That was stupid of me. I'm just trying to attack fast. Whoops. Whoop. I feel like instead of doing a jumping puzzle, we could just, you know, fly. There we go. And the thing is, like, even with this mobility, like, all this, like, great movement that Dante's got in this one, they... Oh, submachine guns compared to some submachine guns with high accuracy. I don't remember. Are these any good, or the Ebony and Ivory just better? Well, probably won't matter that much. Whoops. Should have known. That seemed too easy. But, you know, even with, like, the mobility Dante's got with this, like, starting off with double jump, wall running, and everything, they don't really, like, incorporate that to any platforming challenges, or at least not in a way that works, because then, yeah, you got the problem of the camera is not... Oh, okay, cool. But then you got the problem of the camera not being very cooperative. What am I doing? I should have enough double trigger, right? Did I say double trigger? You get what I mean. Wait. No, I still have my flame heart in. Now, that's just suspicious. Hopefully we come back up. Oh, a bulwark. And then the wolves again. Wolves. And the camera is, I don't know, like, it's following, even though I'm locked onto him, it's following the wolves. And so, like, the camera just, like, at an awkward angle, and it doesn't have the focus on what I need it to have focus on. No, not on... No. Well, okay. Not ideal, but... There we go. Hungry like the wolves. He didn't even seem too upset. He's just like, you fought well. I feel like I missed out on a thing. I don't think we're coming back for that, are we? Ah, well. Okay. And we missed the freaking weapon. Because, okay. Damn it! How did I miss so much in there? Well, I already saved over it. While Hunter and the Protector meet, the last mystery will be given and received. We need more for Vendetta. I forget. Whoops. got enough for more Devil Trigger, but... Okay, that was unfortunate. So I was pretty sure, but I guess there is also like a second chance to get only one of the alternate weapons. And it's like in mission 14, so I guess we'll try our best. Now, I don't remember what the weird trick for this one was. Yeah, this is so windy. This is like if you were in that tube in Castlevania, or Super Castlevania 4. Jeez. Come on. We're starting to hit them, it's just the depth perception is so strange. There we go. Don't know why I couldn't maintain that earlier. Wait. I was like, did we come back up? No. Damn it. Okay. Hey, haven't seen you in a while.
Did you find what you were looking for?
I forgot how spread out these cutscenes were. Like, there's so little going on.
Whatever.
But actually, I do not deserve this power. Bring this to Mathieu for me, please. I've got something that I need to take care of.
Don't know how you beat me here, but I guess. And then there is the whole, like, playthrough you can do playing as Lucia, because, yeah, there was, like, a whole thing where it's, like, it was on 2 discs, so you could play as Dante's side, and then you could play as Lucia's side, which I don't think Lucia's side had that much different in terms of gameplay. Wasn't it mostly the same levels, or was it a completely different campaign? I don't remember. I don't remember if it was, like, Virgil's, like, playthroughs in, like, the other games, or, like, alternate character playthroughs in the other games. Shoot. Ow! And, you know, this would be kind of a cool boss fight of just sort of like, oh, there's also like, we're in like this crypt, and so we're also like dodging like traps that are in this dungeon, ball and chain. But, you know, when the camera is too close, again, the fixed camera angles don't work as well in this game as they do in the first game. In the first game, at least, like, you were in pretty confined corridors and such. This is, like, just open enough where it is, like, really awkward. It's, like, wide spaces, and so the camera, it just, like, is not working with you. Old-timey elevator. Okay, we definitely missed a load of stuff back there. Oh, well.
It seems you have obtained the final arcana.
Final implying we got other ones?
What are you
No.
doing, Granny?
There is one more thing I need to ask of you, son of Sparta. My daughter went to face Arius all by herself. Please, take these and save Lucia.
If it's heads. Your lucky streak continues, Granny.
Again, a weird quirk, and I know everyone likes to make the Harvey Dent Batman jokes. Not inaccurate, it's just sort of like, you know... Alright, 20,000. I'm debating what I want to save up for. The hunter will learn to feel with a leap of faith. Should we save it for the gun upgrade, or should we just put it in Vendetta? We're probably going to use Vendetta more. Jeez, Vendetta goes even higher? Okay, level 5? Alright, well... maybe I should have put it into Devil Trigger and start buying some health. But we are already, like, eking up on the end of the game. Or at least, you know... No.
That man is going to bring me the arcana shortly. You will live to see that.
I'm here faster than I thought.
That's just a piece of crap.
Oh, arcana.
Here's another 3 for you.
The hell are you doing? I don't know, because I don't know what any of this means.
Crap like that doesn't interest me. But... your swan song will.
Alright, it's on. And again, another common joke is just like, you know, and now you gotta fight Heihachi from Tekken, and it's like, but it's true, though. And, like, for no good reason. Like, is there, like, a certain, like, I don't know, is there, like, a certain, like, I mean, this dapper bitch. Just like, oh, this doesn't hurt me. Oh, Jesus! I don't know, is there just something about, like, that particular style of haircut that's, like, associated with, you know, I don't know, ultra-powerful, like, businessmen or something?
I must obtain the power of Argosax, or I cannot transcend all living things.
Good for you, man. I'm not sure what that means.
Too easy.
Maybe if you spent more time fighting than drinking wine.
You cannot win. Someone is holding you.
Forget about me. Kill Arius.
Don't worry. I've got you.
That's not what I said! Yep, hold on. Ah, shoot. Okay, back. Sorry, had a knock on my door, and I skipped a cutscene, so we backed up a little bit. So we're just beating up Heihachi again, Arius, whatever. There we go. Okay. I think I did a little bit better on that fight. I don't think I took any damage, so maybe our rank will be slightly better. Okay, that was all the cutscene. Damn it! Okay, whatever. B! No orbs, no stylish average, because all you did was beat up on Arius. Okay, whatever. Okay, continuing on.
Why did you save me? I was created by him,
Every
Yeah.
hero has a weakness.
but the ritual was activated because of me.
Yeah, I know what that's like.
There's still time.
We have until the sun is completely eclipsed. But how are you going to enter the building?
I'm not.
The entrance is...
Where there's a will, right?
Yeah, Dante, you know, is weird. Is that Phantom? 4 lights will open the door to the future and the past. Now, I think this is my second chance to get, like, the weapon I'm not going to use. Damn it. Shoot. I was gonna say, it's working, right? The movement of the demon world is slowly intensifying. You need to release 3 more powers in order to reach the demon world. What? Do we... Okay. Okay, maybe this is just where I have to go later. So I'm figuring out what the game wants from me here. Whoops. Do I got enough for another? Yeah, okay. It's just fun to roll. So I just go around, go around this twisted like area we've already been through. And, you know, kind of like in the first game where it's like, you know, we're coming back through, but now it's all like twisted and macabre and, you know, just like wrong. But, bleh. Again, there's not much I can say flowery about this. Like, again, there's some things mechanically, yeah. I keep repeating myself over and over again. I'm just trying to think of what else can I say. Damn it. Oh, really? Ah, shoot. Damn it. No. No! Ugh. Damn it! I'm trying to, like, readjust and not locking on. I'm gonna say, is there an auto lock on? No, there's not. Because it's like, man. Like, Dante wouldn't let it go. It's like, no, I don't want to aim at that thing anymore. I want to attack the thing that can regenerate. Okay. Not efficient, but, you know. You can feel the movement of the demon world, intensifying even more. You need to release 2 more powers in order to reach the demon world. Okay. We're navigating here. No, maybe that's not. I guess nope. I go, maybe I got everybody. Nope, here they come. Heal over. There we go. Another one! I was gonna say, it's like these used to be like empty aqueducts, now they're like frozen over. Damn it. My rank's gonna suck in this level. Did he not die? Or did he get pushed out of the way far enough, you know, out of his spawn point and then just disappeared? Sorry, again, the camera could, like, go back a little bit to make it easier to see everything. I saw... Oh, here we go. Nope, not what I thought. Compact mobile missile launcher that fires a heat-seeking missile. Okay. Yeah, one of the biggest problems is that there's just so many flying enemies in this game. Like, if there were, like, no flying enemies, like, I know that puts emphasis on that's supposed to put emphasis on the guns, but, like, the guns are so, like, powerful on their own. Oh, we looped around. Secret room. Damn it. Damn it. Don't fall into there. Alright, well that's where we would have fought Garang Gorilla, so... Nope, we've been down this way. Now, where the hell are these other two, like, orbs? They must be down the other... the, like, main street, right? Did I miss them? Or did enemies just respawn here? No, it's nothing. No, okay, we're not fighting everybody again. Where are those things? Like, is there an opening I missed or a door? Oh. Damn it. Well, there's a... Oh, here we go. Full armory. A sword with snakes engraved. It's not powerful, but it's a wide range. It has wide ranged attack. Just sitting there in case you missed it. But apparently it's like the only weapon that you can, like, has a second chance to get it. Well, you know, a new heart, or like a new amulet thing, but not gonna really help us now. Healing heart. Okay, that's actually... I mean, that sounds great, but... You need at least one more powers in order to reach the demon world. Okay. I mean, the healing thing sounds great, but really having the our damage output increased in Devil Trigger is more useful. Otherwise, then we got... hold on. No. Skip that version. I don't need to up anything right now. But then we got Merciless. A thin longsword with a long range. Yeah, this thing, like, that thing is pretty, like, tall for what it is. And, like, yeah, so we got, like, the 3 swords. We got, you know, Rebellion, Standard, you know, average length, you know, average damage, short length, high damage, long length, low damage. Which, you know, there is merit to that. Like, you know, heavy weapon, medium weapon, light weapon is a winning combination. Unfortunately, it's just sort of like, you know, it's not enough for this. Because they all, like, also, like, you know, have the same sword swings. And while you can mix that up with, you know, the different, like, combos, like going left to right, up and down, blah, 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 you know, they don't distinguish themselves enough. And so, really, why don't you just stick with, like, Vendetta, which has the highest damage output? It's not really any slower. And, you know, you got the added bonus of, well, you know, the extra damage output. Like, whatever, like, downsides or upsides you could have are negligible. I was just looking, is it, like, does it happen to be here or something? Where the hell is it? Spent way too long trying to jump. Oh, right up there. Jeez. Sorry, I saw a red orb while I was trying to scale it. No, don't do this to me now. Worst of a perfectly good Devil Trigger. Oh, come on. I know I'm losing progress on that orb, and it's pissing me off. No, god damn it! Demon Pulse has been released. Da, 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 da. Okay, now we can get the hell out of here. How are you supposed to see that? Okay. I wasn't sure where else to look, so I'm just like trying to climb this thing. It's like maybe there's some red orbs are up here or something. I happened to see one while I was jumping on it, and it's like, oh, here we go. God. Eyeball. Ow! Hey, Phantom. Good to see ya. It's been decades in terms of chronology. This would have been great to have a Devil Trigger with, and I lost it all trying to do the stupid... There we go. Not just any ordinary human. And that's a reference to what he said. But anyways, pretty simple. Honestly, simpler than he was in the other games. Or in the other game. That took freaking forever. D! Very tempting to just start that whole mission over again, but forget it. They swarm like clouds and desperately seek the hunter's dark blood. We don't got enough. Well, we do have enough for another Devil Trigger bonus, which we maybe should be doing. Ow, my eyes. I suppose why? Well, this is like another gateway to the underworld, like very, like Nightmare, or kind of like very Devil May Cry 1. Is this just a horde survival? Damn it! Come on. Wait. Okay. I'm just gonna assume this is a survival or something, or we just gotta, like, beat all the enemies in a certain amount of time. I'm not sure. I'm not sure what we're going for. I'm not sure what you're asking of me, game. You didn't even give me, like, a wistful hint like the first one did. God. This could be a gold mine if, you know, I can keep the S rank going. Damn it! Damn it. He, like, backed up just enough to be in a pain in the... We've kind of gotten to the hell with it stage. Okay, maybe we just had to beat them fast. I was not sure. I was gonna say, that's probably just the end of that mission. There we go. I mean, could have done better, but, you know, still a B. No, back up. Keep going. Mission 16. Chaos ripens as the hunter runs towards the sky. We are just shy. Because, yeah, we're not going to use any other weapons. Yeah. Let's screw it. We'll also increase our health a little bit. We'll dump some points into health, or when we got some more red orbs. There we go. We just, like, spawned and fast traveled our way into his tower, or building again. Whoops. It's like, open up one entrance to hell to get to another one, I guess. What's that spot there? Am I seeing that? Like, there's like a spot moving on the screen, like, in, like, the top left. It's just like this white little smudge. Is that supposed to be like a light thing, or? Okay, I'm getting distracted. I don't know if anyone can see it. It's like in the left. Okay. Okay. I was like, where do we go? Okay, I was thinking. You hit to S and then you, like, pepper in, gun damage, and it's like, that'd be great, but... Okay. Alright, this will be fun. Ah, frickin'... Frick! Okay, I was waiting for there to be another wave or something. Tacky. So I haven't talked much about, like, story and other stuff, because, like, I don't have as, you know, deep a connection to this game as I do, like, Devil May Cry 1, because I've just got, like, so much, like, had so much, like, baggage history with that game, because I always liked it, but I also had, like, you know, contentious opinions about it because of, like, you know, some of the story elements and me just being, like, an immature brat, and just sort of, like, you know, and, like, how it, like, connected to Resident Evil and everything, and how that inspired how it was the original RE4, and then how, like, they inspired each other in different ways, and it's like, that's interesting to talk about. 2 is just such, like, an outlier and black sheep of the series, because, like, even in terms of continuity, like, it's questionable to, like, I don't know, is Devil May Cry 2 really even canon? Because just some stuff never gets brought up again, and just, like, some things just, like, are not relevant. Like, if anything, sacrilege. This will generate distortion and bring the world closer to the demon world. Okay. I wasn't even sure that's where I was supposed to go. Secret room. Okay. Am I actually finding the secret rooms in order, or... Sometimes they give you blue orbs and sometimes they don't. Like, is it just like arenas? Or, like, yeah, in Devil May Cry 1, the, you know, like special objectives could be really obtuse and weird. But, or not even just in 1, just secret missions in general can have like really like strict stipulations that don't make much sense. Oh, sweet, just a full blue orb? Nice, okay. But here, just like, what do we do? Do I need anything else? Do I leave? Sorry, it doesn't tell you much either. It's not like Devil May Cry 1 where like you pick up an item. Okay. Where it's like you pick up an item, it's just like, you know, it's like this looks like something or like you've seen before. Like gives you like a symbolic thing to like look for as you go to like re-explore like the island. Are we going backwards or? I think I was going backwards and then I end up going backwards on me going backwards. I'm not sure what I was supposed to do. Okay, this looks more, like... It looks more sinister, so it's probably the correct direction. Oh, hey, you're back. You guys want to go for another round? Let's go. Come on, come on. Come at me, bro. Freaking camera. I'm trying to lock on to, like, the big guy. Yeah, again, the camera angle is not helping me. He's auto-locking onto, like, the wrong enemies. Like, you just have no control over, like, Dante here. No, that was a mistake. Well, not that I... There we go. I mean, if I could have just focused all my attention on him, probably could have wiped them all out pretty easily. But because, like, the lock-on kept switching and I kept moving around, and even if I, like, tried to, like, deactivate it, it's just like, but I can't focus on the thing I need to focus on then, so I'm just swinging around randomly. Sacrilege, another one. Oh, I see. You go back, jam that in, distort the world even more. Whoops. Nah, never mind. Where the hell are we going? Sorry, camera, what are you doing? Sorry, like, even, like, if you want to get, like, it's getting tighter because it's creepier, and it's, like, it's really not, because the actual, like, areas are so, like, wide open that, like, the camera is so, like, you know, immovable that you can't see anything. Ah, damn it. Sorry. If anything, now that it looks nicer, we must be getting closer. Whoa! What was that? Okay. Oh, that's right, this boss. I don't remember the waifu runs tip for this one, but obviously it had something to do with using Majin Devil Trigger.
Don't speak. Just
It annoys me. Damn, that's actually a good one. I'm trying to out, you know, quip Dante, but, like, you know, he actually does some have, like, really cool badass lines in this. I'd argue some better, like, you know, actual one-liners than in the first game. Just unfortunately, like, his character doesn't really match either. Like, you know, him himself, like, Dante in the first game is pretty wooden. Here, like, it is, like, a completely different guy. People complain Reboot Dante has more in common with, you know, normal Dante than this Dante does with his own self in continuity. Jeez. Come on. Whoa! I'm pressing all the wrong buttons. God damn it. Damn it. I mean, this thing is really creepy, and I like the idea of just, like, the 3 elemental heads, like, going around. It's just, unfortunately, trying to deal damage to them. Oh, damn it. I kind of want to get hit just to see if I can activate Sin. Damn it! Should have known that would have happened. Well, I got a gold orb from way back. And again, unfortunately, it's like Dante doesn't have much for air combos because he drops so fast when he, like, you know, does his, like, helm splitter or whatever it is. if there was like a button you could press to like keep him suspended in air, you know, that's not like actually like have him like do air combos and like sit still. I'm trying to think of an example. There was like, what was a game that actually lets you do that? Where it was like you would hold a button and it would like keep you suspended in the air while that could help you do combos. Like it was an upgrade, I'm pretty sure. And I don't remember what game I'm thinking of. Don't break apart! Ah, jeez. Sorry, took long enough. Never forget a face. Alright, there we go. I mean, we beat it, but we still had to wait till it formed back together and after it did a shot. Okay. I'm back. The camera's all, like, stabilized again. Curious if there's anything in here. Yeah, I forgot about how annoying some of these boss fights are. We're almost there, though. Evil must be opposed and destroyed. Guidepost for the Hunters, Chapter 12, Clause 9. What is this, like, guidepost for the Hunters? Like, they are so, like, on the nose, and yet, like, is this what Dante wrote? Or... Might as well just bump up my health. Might as well make me hard to kill. So yeah, there's just not much to say about this one. Like, you know, I played through it, like, yeah, once. I never did Lucia's playthrough. Well, we'll get there. And there's just, like, some weird characterization things. There are some things that are interesting, but they're also never get explained. Or, like, never even touched upon again. I feel tingly. Devil May Cry 2 doing, like, sky beams before Hollywood did. Or, like, before it was cool Hollywood. That's probably not true. Definitely not. This was, like, early 2000s.
I will become an all-powerful immortal.
And now he's gone goofy for, like, no reason.
What's going on?
Is there a problem?
You!
Now he's like Zant.
Is that the medallia? You switched them?
How'd you not notice?
A false coin for a false god.
I want it back, by the way. Thank you.
Showtime.
Now I can kill you. Whoops. What the hell? Oh, are those like Lucia clones? I completely forgot about that. I think they're using her weapons. Okay, where is this stupid guy? Yeah, and like now he's all like goofy. He kind of reminds me of like Zant from Twilight Princess. This came out before then, right? Yeah. But it's also like, you know, at least Zant had a purpose for his goofiness. When you really find out who he is, I know some people's like, he lost all his men. It's just sort of like, yeah, well, like, he's still kind of menacing when he's all like goofy and creepy. But also like the context of why he's those things also like adds to it though. Meanwhile, this guy's just kind of like, you know, I'm an ultra serious businessman, and now I'm wacky. Not really doing the voices right now. These things die. You know, he's not doing anything different from how we fought him the first time. He's just, I don't know, maybe he's got a couple of new tricks, but mainly he's just got like a denser entourage. Whoop, no. Okay, it's not like Nightmare in, oh jeez. It's not like Nightmare in Devil May Cry 1, where it's just sort of like, alright, now go fight another boss. Okay, now one of the Lucias died. It doesn't even drop red orbs. Camera, jeez. Sorry, and like you're trying to like navigate an arena with like the camera getting all weird and wonky. And like you're trying to track him down as he's like sitting up like a fancy bitch, you know, not a care in the world, as if we're not in the middle of something. So like even when he reveals his goofy personality, he's not even like capitalizing it by being weirder in combat. So it's like no new moveset to complement his personality. It just like, yeah. You'll be better suited as like a goofy like side mission boss for a Yakuza game. Sorry, I interrupted Dante's best line. There we go. Getting somewhere. But with that, I'm trying to remember, isn't it all like boss rush from here? There's not much left. I forgot how like even compared to the Devil May Cry games, all of them really aren't that long. This is way faster than I remember. I thought we were cool.
Kill me and everything will be over. I thought I was a descendant of the clan that protects Timmara. The ones who have the blood of the devils. But the truth is, I was created by Arius. I could become
We know.
a monster and attack the humans at any time.
But you haven't.
Now,
You have no intention
kill
to.
me. It's your job to hunt devils.
And you're not one of them, babe. Kind of got bigger problems here than you're, you know, fretting about nothing. Oh god, that just happened? Didn't notice.
The ritual was incomplete. But the door to the demon world is... Wait. What are you doing?
My job is hunting devils.
Once you enter the demon world, you may never be able to return. I'll go. I'm expendable. You don't need to worry about me. I'm happy if I can die like a human.
No. Devils never cry.
But
Let's leave it to fate. Heads, I go. Tails, you go.
Yeah, if you can notice. You can notice that it's double-sided before they even point it out.
Sparda from Mathieu.
I know. He did the same thing. Hold on to my coin, Lucia.
The hunter shall surpass all who came before him. Like, technically, because I think it got retconned that this was actually, like, Dante at the end of the timeline. Like, this was, like, because the continuity went 3, 1, or, yeah, 3, 1, 4, and then 2. And then with 5, it got changed to, like, 2 happening before 4, I think? It's just so strange. Now, I forget. Is it just... Okay. Okay, now this whole big blob, as now we're in hell, Argisax the Chaos. Whoops. Oh, apparently... Sorry, just focusing on this. As, yeah, we just got, like, this phalanx boss, you know, blob of goo of all the bosses we fought, as they all, like, are using, like, some form of their abilities. Honestly, well, because the thing I remember most about Devil May Cry 2 were the final bosses, and this was one of them. And I remember really liking this because, you know, I liked the idea of, like, you know, all the bosses being, like, compiled into, like, one gooey mess rather than the boss rushes like we normally got in the other Devil May Crys. I find that really annoying, honestly, especially in 3. I can't stand it in 3, if I'm being frank. But, like, this I thought was cool, even though I'm getting trounced. Damn it! Okay. Like I said, I remember it being cool. Better to use the Vita Star than try and... You know, even Griffin's here. Because I was thinking, it's just like, I remember people go like, why is Griffin here? We didn't fight him. Well, Griffin is still in hell. So, you know, maybe that's why, because it's just sort of like, whoops. Oh, I thought I already killed him. Okay, I am not risking dying. I'd save the Devil Star for the final boss, but... There we go. Okay, yeah, I poured items into it to make it work, but... Then again, we still won. And again, I think that's kind of cool. But now the real deal. I forget, is this just like its own mission, or are we just still going? Okay, the Despair Embodied. Yeah, I remember the final boss as being really cool. At least that's what I remember liking the most about Devil May Cry. Because, like, yeah, I like the... Whoops. Shoot. I was gonna say, do we checkpoint here? Okay, I'll accept that. Ah. Ouch. Because I like the goo pile of all our enemies, And then, like, this thing is really cool. Like, Blaze from Mortal Kombat. Yes, I remember that's a Some Call Me Johnny joke, but I remember thinking it too. But, like, yeah. And so he's just got, like, all these different moves. Kind of like fights, well, like, fights similar to Dante. You know, so it's like Devil Trigger versus Devil Trigger. And it's really cool. And I know we're, like, clashing through it right now just because we have loads of Devil Trigger. But, like, its moveset's, like, pretty big. It's got a cool design. It switches between, like, the, you know, male and female, like, body types. And it's just like, damn, this thing is interesting. Woo. Ah. Haha. Oh, I was extinguished. I was trying to do, like, another attack with Majin, but that works. Okay, that went faster than I expected. But, you know, again, I still like this one. I still like this boss. Jackpot. And, you know, amazing finish. Dramatic finish.
Yeah. Let's go all the way to hell.
For some reason, every knee will bend. We didn't do that good, but you know what? Hell of a finisher. Total results, yeah, end of the game. Only not 18 missions? I thought there was 20. It usually is. But anyways. So yeah, A, B, 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 D, D, B, C, D, D. Yeah, mostly Bs. Well, I suppose with the Ds, I average out to, well, whatever. Next challenge, Lucia disc. Dante's costume change and mission select mode now available. Diesel. Oh, that's right. It's like a full-blown, you know, like, crossover with, like, Diesel, like, clothing. Like, what a weird thing. We don't even, like, get really much of an ending. But then we can just keep replaying the missions in any order, which is nice. I don't think they let you do that in the other games. Or not, at least not in 1. So anyways. So yeah, that's kind of just like where it ends. It doesn't even like give you a final cutscene with Lucia. Or wait, I guess it does on her side. I kind of... Do I bother? Because I was debating. It's like, yeah, we'll finish up Dante's thing. And like, I don't know if I didn't know if I was going to do Lucia's side of the story because yeah, what you can do is then, because yeah, when the game released, it was 2 discs. So then you can play as Dante on one and Lucia on the other. And so you get to play as her, plays, you know, very similarly, but you know, you can play as another character, which is cool. Yeah, I didn't have any. We'll pop into it real quick. But anyways, I suppose just like there's stuff to do with Lucia's path. This might be the exact same cutscene. I'm just going to assume. Toward the south, the Protector will find the time. Guidepost of the Protectors. Red orb. Okay, we're going the other direction. I was just debating. It's like, do I want to... I mean, I could long play and then decide if I want to put them together. I'm debating just like what I want to do with Lucia's like path. Do I want to like long play her story too, and then like continue this let's play by you know, playing her whole story in one shot too, and stitch it on? Do I make it separate? I didn't really plan for this because I thought like the ending was more conclusive, and Dante's just like, oh wait, no, it is not. And just for some reason, we gotta find red orbs in order to open the... I want to, like, mess with her a little bit. But, okay, in summation, Devil May Cry 2. Again, it does have some interesting nuances. It is still, like, certainly, you know, the worst the series has to provide. Even I knew that. Again, I've got some controversial DMC opinions, but 2 being the weakest was not, like, you know, was, you know, not one of... Or, no, I misphrased it. 2 being the weakest Devil May Cry was one of the things I could agree on, because it's just like, yeah, it is. And even though I understand more of like, ooh, how fancy. And even though I can appreciate like some of the gameplay like a little bit more, there are things that drag it down, like the awkward camera angles, the kind of boring design. Just like there are things that do not, like, you know, hold up and keep pace with everything else. I was gonna say her devil trigger form looks pretty cool though. On Vogue. Okay, but messing around. So yeah, we got Lucia's playthrough to do, but we're gonna back out. Whoops. Because yeah, I'll think about, again, I don't know if I want to do like her playthrough and then like tack it onto this one or what, but anyways, or make it separate. But at the very least, like going with Dante, the base game, probably the main thing that people played. Yeah, it's weird and it's awkward. Like again, some of the mechanics are very interesting. It's just like, I do like the idea of how the style system works in this, where you got like, you know, using guns to complement, to like halt your style system, but it can't advance it. So you got to, you know, you could spam guns and kill everything easily, but that doesn't improve your rank, therefore you do not get stronger faster. You have to, like, you know, mix up the sword gameplay as well and do, like, you know, actually play the game to, you know, actually get stronger. But I like that the guns like have like a consistent purpose, that they can halt the style system from dropping, and then you can also like mix that in with dodges to also like close the distance between enemies without losing time to your abilities and like keep it going. That is really cool. And I don't know what you have to do to get Dante to, like, you know, how he like splits gun, like, or, you know, splits his guns out. That was like, you know, something you could do in Bayonetta with a certain ability, but, you know, anyways. So it's like, there are some really cool gameplay mechanics. I like the devil trigger, like how that works and like how strong it really is. Like this really does in some ways feel like Dante at one of the heights of his power. Like a very powerful devil trigger that changes an aesthetic and power based on what he's got equipped, can change his element, can like change the body a little bit, and like even in subtle ways, it's really cool. And the mechanics and special abilities that Devil Trigger shows off, you know, like the Majin Devil Trigger, or as it's kind of referred to as in 5, the Sin Devil Trigger. How like powerful that is when it used in a very desperate situation, but if you can use it, you basically are dominating. So like it's really cool. But the biggest problem that the game has, or like the many biggest problems, is that, you know, I kind of like the idea of how the style system works and how it like is supposed to encourage you, but all of this is not made obvious and never explained to you. So it is so hard to like really get into the rhythm the game wants you to get into. And on top of that, it also has like, has not translated to this new system very well. With again, the too close, awkward camera angles, the weird enemy design, like that are all mostly like flying enemies. And they also have this like, I get it, like weird, like, naming conventions. I don't even want to guess if it's like Latin or something, but like hard to pronounce and even like read names. So it's like you can't really glean what a lot of these things are or how to like make them memorable by calling them by name. Everyone remembers, Cerberus, Beowulf, like they're snappy, they're cavalier. It's simpler that way. I'm already cannot remember anything or any boss's name in this besides Phantom, and that's just because we already fought him. Gorilla, that's like one of the most clear names. I can't even remember. Arius is the main bad guy. I can't even remember the name of like the Araxios, whatever, of the actual final boss. And that's the one I like. Because there are some really cool designs and like things. I like Gorilla. I like the, it took me a bit, but I like the like building boss that reminds me of Chaos or Perfect Chaos. And I like the final bosses. I like the boss rush being compiled into like this big like flesh mass of hell demons, and then I like the the final thing that again the name I already cannot remember because I just like it's basically like fighting Devil Trigger versus Devil Trigger, and it's really cool. But other than that, it's just sort of like, but then you got like the infected chopper, the 3 heads, the moth. You got all these flying enemies, or like, the wolves, which like the wolf leader, whatever his name is again, it's hard to remember. Like by himself is like, okay, I could see this being pretty cool. But then you got like the wolves jumping around, and then like again it catches your like your lock on because you auto lock, it catches that, it moves you around, and so you can't fight anything consistently. You get like you're distracted. This is on top of the camera angles not helping you like get a lay of the land to help you like really like take in the surroundings to fight better. Heihachi, Arius, I almost wanted to call him Axios. Arius is just sort of like, again, when he gets goofy, again, it's like, I'm thinking like Zant in Twilight Princess, but when he gets goofy, he does not fight you differently the second time than he does the first time. All he has is like a different like mob with him, which would be interesting if maybe there was more, and maybe that's in Lucia's side of the story, about like learning like, okay, so apparently Lucia is like a byproduct, a demon created by, this corporation, and so she's worried about what she might do. But again, she's human enough where she shouldn't need to worry. It's kind of like the same resolution with Trish. But like even none of the chemistry, as little chemistry as Trish has with Dante, you get nothing with Lucia. And maybe you see more of that in her base game, but that is still not, you don't see really her and Dante like connecting or learning much about each other. It just like seems like Dante is so aloof because he's been like through this rodeo multiple times. And that's like, again, Dante in this, he's got some great one-liners, honestly. Like when he's cool in this, he is pretty cool. He is just too aloof, so you can never really get a grasp on like what he's doing, like at all, like what his whole purpose was, why he's even here. And like I've had theories, and it's the only thing I can think of, because on one hand, it's like, as he obviously tricked Arius into like tricked Arius with the fake coin. It's just sort of like, I'm gonna get her out of here, I'm gonna drop this stuff off, he's gonna like get his plans going, and I'm gonna be able to cut the head off of Hell right when I get to him. And that basically works, but it doesn't stop the ritual, and he doesn't seem surprised by it. It's almost kind of like he planned for it to still go off, mainly so he could get into Hell himself and just like tear it up from the inside out, And that was a theory I had. It's like, because Dante acts weird in this, like he he's trying to stop the bad guy, but the bad guy's plan is the only way he's going to be able to get into hell to do whatever he's doing, and it's never addressed on what he's doing. Like, not even, and what I always thought, it's like, maybe he's trying to, like, break into hell in order to find Virgil, and stuff like that. Or, you know, just, like, at the very least, like, what's the better way to fight off demons from coming back into the real world than by going to hell itself and just, like, cutting them down while they're there? You know? It's like, that could be a really cool motivation or a story, but that's not really, we have no idea if that's actually what he's up to or what. So it's just kind of like Dante being aloof, and we have nothing to go off of. So yeah, I don't know. I do, like, Dante has some moments in this. I think this might be my favorite look he's ever had. Honestly, even though it's like a brand, like a real life brand, it's just sort of like, he does look pretty cool though. So it's like, yeah, Dante's weird in this. So it's like, yeah, none of the personality that people liked him from the first game. So it was kind of amazing the series even continued with Devil May Cry 3, which was like the course correction that people wanted to see. And people really hyped it up. Like, and we'll get to 3. At this rate, I don't know if I'll get to it right away, but I remember, like, people going, like, Devil May Cry 1's okay, you know, Devil May Cry 2 is an abomination, Devil May Cry 3 is the best, and that was even, after, like, 4, the reboot, and even after 5 came out, is, like, some people are still, like, ardent, like, no, 3 is still the tops, and it's like, okay, fair. I didn't feel that way about it when I got to it, but that opinion has changed drastically for various reasons. But anyways, so yeah, Devil May Cry 2 is strange to say the least. But again, even back then, I didn't really come away hating it. It's just like, it's not great. It's not really that good. But there are a lot of things I do like. You know, it's just sort of like, there are some cool nuances that it does that are actually, like, very cool. And, like, there is part of me that kind of, like, wants to replay it again now, because there is stuff you can do, because if you beat the game on hard mode, or, like, yeah, hard mode with Dante and Lucia, you unlock Trish. So it's like, okay, that's interesting. I don't really care, but that's interesting. I don't know if I'll do that, but I definitely won't do it on camera. So yeah, Devil May Cry 2 is a strange one. I still kind of like it, but obviously this is still, like, the weakest, lowest ranking Devil May Cry game there is. But this is still, like, one of those things where it's like, it'd be cool to see, like, what this game is doing done right. That's kind of why I want to see a, you know, a Devil May Cry, or like a Resident Evil remake style Devil May... Why am I just saying that? A Devil May Cry remake in the same vein as the Resident Evil remakes. I want to see if, like, they can expound on some of these, like, story beats and such with, like, better gameplay, tighten it up. Because, like, you know, it's one thing to, like, touch up a game that's already good. It's another more impressive thing to, like, completely revamp an infamously bad game and make it amazing. And that's what I'd like to see. And there are some interesting things, at least going on, where Devil May Cry 2 still has inspired a lot of stuff. Where, in the Netflix show, you got to see, like, a brief cameo by Lucia, so it's like, hey, some rep, as she's, like, a devil hunter. We only see a cameo, but it's like, that's still pretty cool. But at the end of the season, we saw, like, the Ouroboros company and Arius, like, leading the charge and colonizing hell. And so it's just sort of like, you know, it's just a very interesting thing where it's like they're taking elements from Devil May Cry 2, and whatever the Netflix show they can do with that could lead to some really cool stuff. It could recontextualize, or at least in that, like, they can co-opt the things in Devil May Cry 2 that didn't work and maybe do something unique with it in the show. And, you know, that's got my theory, my mind racing. It's just sort of like, are we going to see, like, Mundus, Virgil, and Arius, like, all, like, the major Devil May Cry villains, like, all working together in some capacity until they obviously betray each other and Virgil comes out on top? But no, I'm very interested to see where that's all going. But that's neither here nor there. But that's just, like, association. But yeah, Devil May Cry 2 is weird, but I'm kind of glad I came back to it. And there is Lucia's playthrough, which, you know, I don't know if I'll do on camera. I probably will. Well, I'll think about it. I'm thinking about it. It probably would make sense to, like a companion piece to this one. But, yeah, I guess we'll see where we're at when we get there. But in the meantime, yeah, Devil May Cry 2. Again, it is certainly the weakest of the Devil May Cry series, but I still kind of like it. And there are some interesting things to, like, glean from this. So even as a Devil May Cry fan, don't, like, sleep on this. Don't just dismiss it because of its infamy. Check it out and see, like, what is in there. And, you know, you see what's in there and try to come away with, like, you know, what it did that was, unique and interesting. And, like, how that's still, like, how, like, there are things in this that should have been adapted later into the series. But anyways, this wasn't the team behind the first game. This was a completely new team that didn't really get a lot of chance. A crushed development. There's so much history about, like, why this didn't work. And it's always, capitalism's fault because they weren't given the time to, like, really make this game work. Like, a, like, tight development schedule and, just, like, it's just all the stuff, the normal things, just like, this could have been great if, the devs had given them the respect to just, like, let them work and refine what they had instead of trying to rush it out to follow up and capitalize on a successful, like, first entry in a game series. But, that's also Capcom for you. As much as they're on a tear, like, Capcom's got so many great games and series, and as much as they're on a tear right now, they still do so much stupid nonsense, like microtransactions in Devil May Cry games, and so much more. But that's conversations for another time. But yeah, Devil May Cry 2, I suppose, that's a wrap. We rocked, I'm trying to think. I can't co-opt any of Dante's one-liners. It's just like, yeah, I don't know. Never mind then. With that all being said, thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like and subscribe and all that. This is Timmara, signing off. And thank you for watching me play Devil May Cry 2.